nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all. It's your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. Litko. I had really no idea about this company. I've been gaming for years. So this goes back a couple of years ago. I was looking for some pieces to represent fire. And I found these clear kind of plastic pieces by this company called Litko. And they looked really cool. So I got them. They slotted in nice. I added a little bit of glue to make it permanent because I didn't want to bother with putting them together every time. And I liked them. And I was looking around and I saw they had these clear crystal raised stands to represent characters that were flying. And I decided to get a few of those because we had just done an adventure where somebody was levitating across a room, and I thought to myself, wow, it would have been really cool to have that, to represent that with their miniature on the board. And then I had forgotten about Litko for a little while. I really hate to say that, but it's true. And then recently, a couple of months ago, getting back into my Dungeons & Dragons campaign, I took stock of everything that I had as far as equipment goes for it, the tiles and terrain and miniatures and everything. And I realized that there's a few other things I wanted. A few other things I wanted to have represent. Like invisibility. I saw, again, this company, Litko, had invisible character representations. That was great. I said, well, let me get that. Next time they turn invisible, then we'll be able to, at least they'll be able to show me and everyone else where they are. I mean, I wouldn't use it for the monsters because the players don't know where the invisible monsters are, but we need to see where they are when their heroes go invisible. So that looked great. So I ended up getting some of those, and we've used them several times. That's worked out wonderfully. So now I'm like getting really, really more invested in the Litko company. So I'm going through, I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't mean right now here talking to you. I mean, this is what was happening. I was getting a little ahead of myself because I felt like I started having a lot of what I needed for the current module, and I started looking ahead. One thing I realized is it'd be nice if our characters, our miniatures, they had mounts, right? But there's not a lot of good pre-painted miniatures out there that are already mounted, that have mounts, that are riding mounts. I have a couple, but not many. And looking at the price to try to find some of these and get them, especially since the mounted Wizards of the Coast pre-painted plastic miniatures are kind of rare, makes it expensive. I didn't know what to do. And then I looked at Litko. And of course, they had these awesome mounts. I wasn't the biggest fan of putting them together, but it worked out. It was okay. I was just being a little bit lazy. And so I got a bunch of different kinds because I figured, well, thematically for the story, it's not going to make a big difference that I see. So how about we give everyone some really cool mounts? Why not? We're starting at 3rd level. We give them a little something special. So every character has something pretty much different. And I got a Litko mount miniature that they're really cool. You can see them here, how you just put your miniature, you slot your miniature right into it, and you have them on horseback or ram back or dog back or whatever the hell you have them on the back of. There are so many different styles of animals that can be used as mounts. I mean, I don't even have them all. If the Tom's wizard in the party, the necromancer, if he survives long enough to be able to have a spell grow his familiar, the raven, then there's a big raven figure. We can get that as a mount, or even just to have as a larger representation of his miniature, the crow's miniature, the raven's miniature, not a crow, it's bigger. The raven's miniature. So that was really awesome. I was like, wow, again, Litko, again. Going back to Litko and finding all this. So we were a few games into our D&D game, and between the necromancer and Ryan's illusionist, now there was a lot of spells being cast. So I was looking into some more stuff, and I saw that Litko had, well, it still do, have this spell template that sits on 3 legs, so it's raised above your gaming table. So you don't have to move any of the miniatures to try to put it down. Like normally the flat ones that just fit on the map, you might have to move things out of the way. But no, it doesn't. It sits up, it raises perfectly. Every possible, within a 20, in game terms, miniature terms, a 20-foot radius, we got covered. Anything up to that with cubes, cones, radius effects, it covers it all. It's really useful, and Ryan especially has been getting a lot of use out of it. There's a lot of things from Litko that I haven't gotten because I just don't need right now. Well, I did get some portaclises because I wanted to use them for like jail cells. But yeah, there's so many things that they have. I got some dead bodies. These little skeletons that lie flat on the ground. They come 10 to a pack. So I got 10 of them. They look really cool. But now I also see Litko has these, also to represent dead figures, they have these blood stains that have a stick figure in the middle of the blood stain. So now I'm thinking, oh, maybe I'll get a bag of 10 of those, and then I have a representation for like freshly dead, or the skeleton dead for the old, ancient dead bodies. This is how I'm thinking now, because I love being able to represent things on the table, on the board, for all my players. And I've just really been falling in love with all the stuff I find at Litko. I want more people to know about them, which is why essentially I'm doing this. They got some great web pieces, which I've been thinking about getting to represent where there's webbing in the dungeon, but also for a web spell if someone gets cocooned or something, or just line them up in the, get enough of them to fill the space that a web spell would fill. That would look great. And they got these really nice doors that are, on the clear acrylic, and the doors painted on it. They look great. I don't need any doors at the moment right now, but if I do, I'm keeping that in mind because it looks so cool. So if you're looking for some good, affordable tabletop gaming accessory answers, take a look at Litko. Either their page directly or through Amazon. They're on Amazon. You can check them out, and I think you're going to find something. I know just about anything that comes to my mind that I think I might need now, it's one of the first things I go to. It's like, well, does Litko have this or anything like it that I can use to represent whatever it is on my mind at the time? So I'm glad I could have a chance to tell you about this. Please go to check them out. They have some really good, fun products for RPGs and tabletop accessories for gaming. So go check out Litko Games.